Welcome back to Cholla Farm. It's 2026, and as you can see, the silence in this room is deafening. A month ago, this was the heart of our production. Now, it's empty. Many farmers panic when they see an empty room, but today I am going to show you why this is actually the sign of a healthy, profitable business. We didn't just sell our birds, we executed a strategic exit for a specific batch. If you want to survive in agribusiness this year, you need to know when to let go and, more importantly, what to keep. Let's talk numbers. These rooms were housing our older layers. They hit 18 months, and in poultry terms, that's the pension age. Their egg production dropped to under 60%, but their appetite remained at 100%. In 2026, with the cost of feeds rising every day, these birds stayed here. They were eating into the profits of our younger flock. We chose the festive season to sell. Why? Because the market demand for X layers or jogos is at its peak. We sold them at a premium price, which gave us the capital we need for the 2026 restock. Never wait until a bird is too old to walk. Sell it while it's still meaty and the market is hungry. In as much as we got rid of most of the birds, but here is the secret. Look at this section. We are still in business. A big mistake I see is farmers selling 100% of their stock at once. That is a recipe for bankruptcy because your cash flow hits zero. We kept our mid-stage layers. As you can see, you'll also come across others in some of the rooms. These are the engines of Cholla Farm right now. They are providing the fertilized eggs we need for our incubators. By keeping this bridge flock, we ensure that even while we clean the other rooms, we still have eggs to sell and eggs to hatch. Continuity is the difference between a hobby and a business. And now look at these guys. These are growers. They are currently 3.5 months. And also we also have others that are 2.5 months. So while the main room is resting, these birds are preparing to take over. And the ones that are about 4 months, by the time we finish the deep cleaning and disinfection of the empty rooms, they will be hitting point of lay. This is staggered production. We have the old birds living, the middle birds laying, and the young birds growing. This cycle ensures Cholla Farm never has a month without a product to sell. If you are planning your farm this year, don't just think about today's eggs. Think about where your eggs will come from in 6 months. Okay? So before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to look back at the birds that made this, the empty rooms, what it was. These were our high performers. If you remember from our previous videos, this flock was the backbone of Cholla Farm for the last 18 months. Looking at them now, you can see how healthy they were. But as a business person, you have to look past the beauty of the bird and look at the data. Even though they looked great, their internal laying clock was slowing down. In farming, you don't wait for a crisis to make a change. You move when the market is ready. These hens paid for the school fees, they paid for the new incubator, they paid for the, very feed that is now growing our next generation. Selling them wasn't a goodbye to poultry, it was a thank you to a successful cycle. This is the cycle of agribusiness. One batch finances the next. When we sold them during the December holidays, they went to families who needed quality meat. We didn't just sell birds, we provided a service. And for us, it cleared the path for 2026. This footage serves as a reminder. Your farm should always be evolving. If your farm looks exactly the same today as it did 2 years ago, you aren't growing, you're just standing still. Seeing them again makes me realize how far we've come. It's emotional to see an empty room where so much work happened, but it's also exciting, because where there is empty space, there is room for improvement. We are taking everything we learned from that flock and applying it to the new 500 plus chicks coming in. Okay, so the plan for 2026 is simple: restock, refine, and rise. We are incubating 500 plus eggs this week to fill those empty spaces. We are focusing on organic feed supplements like Azola to keep costs down. If you've been struggling with your farm's consistency, I want you to know it's okay to have empty rooms as long as you have a plan to fill them. Thank you for sticking with Cholla Farm. 2026 is the year of the smart farmer. We are restocking with better management and lower costs. If you're ready to fill your rooms this year, comment 2026 farmer below. Okay? Don't forget to subscribe and let's grow together. Till next time.